Look, if you have ever created New Year's resolutions and they fell short before January was over, or you set some resolutions for this year and you're concerned about whether you're going to follow through this year, this video is for you. Hey, y'all, this is Crystal Taylor, the owner of Fitness is Not a Game. And today we're going to talk about whether you're setting yourself up for failure. And honestly, I'm going to bet that the majority of you are. Hate to say it, but sometimes you just got to be honest. So if you're here with me now, say hey, let me know if you have your water. If you're catching this on replay, type replay in the chat, and make sure y'all, no matter what, share this out with your folks, because somebody needs to hear this message. And if at any point it's you who needs to hear this message, just type a "this me" in the chat. All right. So I honestly decided to do this conversation because, and let me share this post with you all, from a post that was in the Fitness is Not a Game group the other day. And I was like, this is so good. This is exactly what I've been saying. And it's so real. So Miss Patricia posted this. And it said, let me know if y'all can see that. I don't know if I like that layout. I don't like that layout. Hold, please. I'm particular about my layouts. Or maybe it's because I'm what I'm used to doing. So, anywho, here we go. So, and that don't look too great, but let's go with it anyway. But Miss Patricia posted this, and it said, well, I guess this way: create habits instead of making resolutions, right? And I saw that and I was like, that's exactly it. Like I say a lot that what you think is your goal truly isn't your goal anyway. And if you've made any resolutions or plans or whatever, let me know in the chat. This is not a who bang on you. This is to help you. Okay. But a lot of times the goals that we think that we have aren't necessarily our goals. And you're like, yes, it is, girl. I do want to lose 50 pounds. Let's dig a little deeper and we're going to talk about why you want to do that. But then what I also want you to ask yourself is, well, what do I need to do that? So even if you were talking about losing 50 pounds, when I really know you just want to get off medication and you want to wear your old clothes, and you want your knees to stop hurting, you want to be asleep all night, you want to be able to go up and down the stairs without feeling winded. I know that, but you think it's the 50 pounds. But let's go with that. Either who, let's say you have to ask yourself what needs to be done to reach either of those. You know that you have to stop ordering out every night. If this you, say this me. You know that you need to meal prep at least twice a week. You know that you need to reduce how much coffee you're drinking from 3 cups with a gang of cream and sugar that you're not even measuring to maybe 1 cup. You know that you need to increase your water. Heck, you need to drink some water. You know that you need to sleep more, right? Those are things you know you need to do. Those are your goals. It's so much easier to reach that than worrying about what that number on that scale is saying to you, right? So you're running for 50 pounds, 50 pounds, 50 pounds. But what if, and that's, if you're running for that 50 pounds, nobody's saying that you can't get there. But now the question is, how long does it take to get there? Because if that's what you're using as your measurement of success, that could take a while to get there and that can drain you. But if you change it and say, I'm just going to focus on getting 6 hours, even though you should get 7 to 9, but 6 hours of sleep at least 4 days this week, even though you should do it every night, right? But if you say 6 hours of sleep, 4 hours a night, you can measure that. So now you can say every time you get that 6 hours, you're like, okay, all right. And then once you hit those 4 days in that week, guess what? Check. You've achieved a goal. Do you know what that does for your psyche and for your confidence when you reach that goal? But this is the thing. Now you're focusing on those habits. And we know that when you keep working on those habits, the results that you're looking for, they come right along. without you even focusing on that scale, without you focusing on what you think that major goal is. If you're looking at these smaller actions, these habits, you're like, okay, not only did I do what I set out to do, but look at me in the mirror. I haven't been able to wear these pants in I don't know how long. Because you're focusing on the correct things now. Now you're focusing on these habits of sleeping, drinking water, doing some meal prep. You don't have to do all the meal prep that you see on the socials, right? As opposed to saying that you have a resolution that you're, because resolution means you resolved that this is going to happen. Don't focus on that. Just say this is habits that I want to work on. Let me know if that sounds doable. If that sounds doable, drop a heart in the chat. Let me know. Because that was the first one that I saw that made me say, let's have a conversation. Because I tell y'all, the Facebook group was on fire today. Because I saw another one. And I said, ooh, child. Thank you, girl, for saying this. I've been saying it a lot, but somebody obviously need to hear it in a different way. And I don't care how you hear it or who you hear it from, as long as you receive it when it's your time. Because we also know that sometimes you have to hear things a few times, hey, cousin, in order for it to resonate. So this was the other one where I was like, yeah, yeah, yeah. And this is the whole, you hear me? You hear that bass in my esophagus? This was the whole reason why I wrote this book, right? Where read it? There we go. That book right there. Look at this. So this post was a series of posts about things that you can do to start small. It says start soft. That's what it said. Because I'll tell you, did y'all know that there's a National Quitters Day? Mm-hmm. And it's actually the second Friday of January, which means it's next week, which is crazy, right? But I'm a firm believer that the reason why so many fall off so quickly is because they go too hard too fast. You're excited, you're motivated, you're encouraged. So you say, I'm going to meal prep all my meals on Sunday, all 21, right? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to join this gym because I love that they do boot camp style class, but then I'm going to join this gym because I love that they use reformers. And then I'm also going to use this gym, right? So you do all these things and you look, you say, oh, they got this class. I'm going to take this one in the morning. And then I'm going to come back in the evening. I'm taking this. You're doing all of this stuff at the same doggone time. And mind you, you haven't worked out in 6 years. Kudos for your ambition, but you're setting yourself up for failure because that is too much too fast. That is drastic. And especially when a lot of times we're making these decisions. Why? Because we've decided, you know what, this is it. This year, the year I'm losing all this weight. I can't take it no more. I'm going to do whatever it takes to lose this weight. Let me know if you've ever said that, if you've ever felt that. But you go so hard and that stuff isn't sustainable. A lot of you don't even like. So you're not going to stick with it anyway, right? So I love this post particularly. I need to look this. It's on my screen over here. But I'm going to act like, talking about it here, right? But the original word said, I will lose weight no matter what it takes. And then it scratched out and said, I will discover activities I enjoy that will keep me moving and healthy so that I can actually look forward to doing them. That is the entire goal, ladies and gentlemen. It's not about driving yourself crazy for a number on the scale, because that's the thing. When you pushing to lose this weight is literally a number on the scale. You're not caring. You don't even care if you're healthy or not. Because I'm going to say it again. There are unhealthy, skinny people. I said all the time, don't you equate size with health. And skinny people die every doggone day. So it's more about being healthy. Those activities that are going to keep you moving so that your joints keep working, so that you build muscle, so that you're working this muscle. So it's working this muscle, right? All of those things play into being healthy and don't necessarily mean that the scale is going to move. Let me know if this is making sense. And let me know if you needed to hear this. If you needed to hear this, just say I needed to hear this in the chat. And I said, if you know somebody who needs this information, please share it out. Because people are killing themselves for the sake of skinniness. Let me say that again. People are killing themselves for the sake of skinniness. Make it make sense, Lord, because it don't. And I said it don't. Right? It doesn't matter how much or little you weigh if you're not healthy to enjoy the movement. Because we all need to hear this. Now, this is the thing. Yeah, you can take some measures and some things that can make you lose weight like that. Are you healthy? Nope. Is it sustainable? Nope. Just saying, right? But we are in that microwave society. We want everything quick and fast, right? And we're in the Band-Aid society too. We don't really want to fix it. We just want to make it look pretty, put a little lipstick on a pig, right? And I say that meaning I'm not calling you a pig, but your habits are pig-like. You see what I'm saying? I'm not calling, not mean a pig that way, but you get what I'm saying. They're not healthy. They're not good for you, which means they're not attractive. That's what I mean. So instead, let's take the time to trust the process so that you can get the results you're looking for and keep them and be healthy. How does that sound? Because it's not just about consistency either. It's also about patience. And it's about having the right, the most important thing is you have to start in the right place, in the right mindset. If you're not in the right mindset before you get started, you're setting yourself up for failure anyway. You're creating that goals list and the task list that's excessive, like we talked about in the beginning. Because you're saying, I'm going to do whatever it takes instead of figuring out these activities that help you, that you enjoy, that you'll look forward to doing. So you'll do it more often and you get the results more often. Look, see how this is all working together? So with that being said, and I wanted to make sure I came on and talked to y'all on today, as they say, because it's the first day of the year. And it's the first of the month. Look here, I'm just playing with y'all. But y'all, my old folks know that reference. But I want to come on here because I want to help you get started early. I want to catch you before you run down the hill the wrong way, right? And make these plans and wishes and goals that will have you everywhere else I just talked about, as opposed to where you want to be. All right. So with that being said, I have a couple things coming up, but the first that I have coming up for sure. Did that all come up? All right. It did. I hope so. All right. So on Saturday, again, starting early, I'm going to grab y'all early in the process. I'm having a workshop, the F to Scale Real Goals, Real Results workshop. It's 2 hours on Zoom this Saturday, January the 4th from 12 to 2 Central. Now, what we're doing, and I'll give you worksheets for it, because this, by the time these 2 hours are done, you're going to have an action plan. This is not about me just talking to you like, like right now I come on and I talk to y'all and I, explain the whys, right? But this workshop is going to actually show you how you can do it. This is all about you. So that's why you have worksheets, so we can go through these different activities and steps so that you can write down and create the things that will work for you to keep you on track so that you're not part of National Quitters Day next week. And you may have said, Crystal, well, I haven't even created any resolutions because I don't do resolutions. That's great. But we all deep down have a goal that we want to achieve. We do. And you should. Even if it's, and you may not verbalize it, but even if it is something as simple as getting your A1C down, well, that's not simple. That's amazing, right? But for me, I like, because my birthday just passed. I just want to maintain my size and my weight by my birthday. Matter of fact, shoot, we got a retreat coming up in October, and I want to still be fly for that. So I got to be consistent for that, because your girl will be in the bikini the whole time. You know what I'm saying? So little things like that. I want to make sure that I can stay active and keep doing my workouts 5 to 6 days a week because they help me mentally. So little things like that. All of those things are great things. Nothing's little about them, right? But even if you haven't created a resolution, you still have a goal. You just may not know how to get to that goal, or you met that goal before but then lost it and you're frustrated by it and you're like, okay, what happened? Why did I get it then lose it, get it then lose it? I'm tired of that. So if you've ever been in that space before, make sure you come to the workshop, because the main thing that we're working on, we're digging into those weeds, we're doing some decluttering, because nothing works if the mindset ain't right first. Let's be clear on that. So be prepared to, oh, my bad, I just still got this up. I guess it still applies, but you can have all the desire in the world, but if this isn't right and you haven't dug into how you look at food, your relationship with food, or how you perceive exercise, aka movement or whatever, nothing's going to work. So we get that first. We're going to declutter and help you figure out what your barriers have been before. Because the average American adult has tried 55 diets in their lifetime. Crazy number, but it's true. And that can mess with your psyche 55 times. So we're going to dig deep and say, okay, what was going on with those? Why did they work when they worked, and why didn't they work? So we can create a plan for you. All right. So all you got to do is go to fthescaleworkshop.com. I hope to see you there. We'll be there Saturday, January the 4th from 12 to 2. I'm excited about it. And I'm keeping it nice and small and intimate. I don't want a lot of folks up in there because I want to be able to address your questions. And that's part of the reason why I'm doing it on Zoom too, because, sometimes these other platforms, I ain't saying no names, can be real janky about what they show and who they show it to. Right. But in Zoom, this is our private room. And then that way I can address all of your questions to make sure that when you leave, you feel complete and you feel seen and you feel optimistic and encouraged about what this year has to bring for you. All right. So let me know if you come in, if you've already gotten your spot. My people who already who purchased the F the Scale system, you already have free access to it. So I will see you all there too. But I'm excited. So with that, drink up, y'all. If nothing else, have a goal and a plan to either continue to drink the amount of water you're supposed to drink this year, or start drinking more water this year. We need water. All right. Yay, because this is just what I need. Look. So I can't wait to see you and everybody else too. So I'm going to let y'all go. It's the new year. Some of y'all, I don't know if y'all hung over or not. I was knocked out for the new year. When this year came in, I didn't know. Yes, I did. I knew when I heard the gunshots. And I was like, must be New Year. And I flipped back over and went right to sleep. So, with that being said, y'all have an amazing rest of your day. I hope to see all of you Saturday. Please feel free to share it. It is open to the public because I just want as many people as possible to get healthy. All right. Me too, cuzzo. So, y'all have a good one. And I will see y'all later. Bye.